Well, hello everybody. I'm gonna take you along with me tonight, baling hay. It's about 9 o'clock at night. Sun is just going down. The last few days we've had a ton of dew, so the hay is super dry. I hope we get some dew tonight. But so yeah, I baled a little bit of hay yesterday, just a few acres, kind of check out the machine, but it baled real good. So I'll bring you guys along tonight. Got me a big drink, and I took a little nap this afternoon, so hopefully it'll all be good. Here we go. All right, well, just pulling out in the field right now. Kind of a strange thing about hay, especially this year. There is so much hay in eastern Utah that the price is in the toilet. When I first started farming about 10 years ago, I was selling for like $125 a ton, and it was pretty easy to sell, and the market fluctuates a little bit. Last 2 or 3 years ago, it was like $300 a ton, which is a little high. But right now, I cannot sell this hay for $125 a ton. I'm gonna have I can't sell for $100 a ton. I'll probably have close to 500 bales in the stack after I get done baling today. So I'll tell you, it's just unbelievable the fluctuation in marketing in agriculture. But we don't do it for the money, right? We do it because we love it. So anyway, we'll get some bales baled and hopefully have a good night. All right, guys. Well, having some success baling hay today, or tonight anyway. Got to move all these silly wheel lines out of the way. Much as we love the wheel lines, they are sure a pain in the middle of the night when you're out here trying to bale hay. I'm going to share a little bit of a funny deal with my YouTube. I did a video and talked about my family thinks I'm crazy out here baling hay at night because we live right by the railroad tracks, and they always think there's serial killers out there riding the railroad and gonna come out here and get me in the middle of the night when I'm baling hay. I don't even think that way. I mean, I'm a little bit of a spook, but not too bad. Well, one of the comments on one of my videos said, if I lived in eastern Utah and I was out prowling around in the middle of the night, I'd be worried about aliens. And it's a funny deal because there's a lot of petroglyphs in the mountains and the rocks and cliffs and stuff around in our area, and there is a lot of sign of aliens of some sort. There's the traditional, what I call Indian writings, but then there's also some writings that lead to you to believe that there was some type of alien activity in this area. So if you guys have ever seen the Skinwalker Ranch series, I think it's on the History Channel or something, that from me as a crow flies only maybe 100 miles away, not too far. A lot of things that they can't explain. So I don't know, I guess if I get abducted by aliens, and I'll come home and make a video about it or something. It's a little silly to me. I don't know, I'm not sure I'm a believer in aliens, who knows, but that's the last thing I'm worried about when I'm out here baling hay. I'm a lot more worried about my equipment breaking down. So I'm gonna get these wheel lines moved and keep baling. We've baled about, 20 or 30 bales so far tonight, and things seem to be going good. So I'm gonna show you guys a baby deer that's laying in my field. I don't know where his mom is at. Look at this little guy. I'm gonna shoo him away. This is crazy. I'm only 10 feet away from this deer, 2 feet away. But I'm gonna get him moving somewhere. I don't want to run him over. There he goes. Hope he doesn't go up there and lay down somewhere and I run him over. All right, guys. Well, I wanted to jump off the baler here for just a second and check the moisture. I knew this hay was going to be a little bit dry, but I got a little dew tonight, so I'm real curious. We'll see what the moisture tester says. So that's 15.3. So everything that I've read, ideal is 18. 11. 19. That's pretty dang good. I thought the hay would actually be a little bit drier than that, but I think I'm just getting a little bit of moisture from the dew. This is so hard to gauge. 12. I can't even tell you guys how many times I went to bale hay, and the lowest number this meter reads is 8. So when it's so dry that it's not reading, it'll show 8. And I can't even tell you how many times I went to bale hay and it's been 25 or 30%. So I come back the next day and bale a few bales, and now it's 8. So to me, this, 10 to 20 is pretty good. It's a little on the dry side, so 12, 11, 12 is kind of what we're reading. Honestly, I'm pretty tickled with that. My theory is if I'm showing any moisture at all and I'm below 20, that's a good time. I've baled a lot of hay, and this moisture tester is so dry it's right on the bottom, which is not good. But it's an interesting night tonight. We've had almost record-setting heat, but I have almost wished I had a jacket right now. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's about 11, 12 o'clock at night, and it's really cooling off. And I think over the next 2 or 3 hours, I'm going to get some really nice dew. But it's interesting. There is not a drop of moon. Man, it is darker than the inside of a goat out here. But it's a beautiful night. It really is. Not a drop of wind. And it might get down into the 50s tonight. I don't know, but I think the hay's baling good. Like I say, to show any moisture at all, I'm plumb happy. So it's gonna be a good night. We'll keep going. All right, it's about 2:30 in the morning, and early in the video I was kind of joking around about aliens coming to get me. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you something. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the actual airport in the town that I live is just over the hill from me. That's a pretty big A plane flying in my little hometown airport at 2:30 in the morning. So I don't know. That's been my night. All right, guys. Well, it's about 3:30 in the morning. I got everything baled. The hay production was pretty poor this second crop versus the first crop, and that big field needs to be replowed, and that'll probably be a fall project. So, I was gonna just mention on this baler, I got a leaf blower, battery powered leaf blower, and that dust and the dirt on that baler, to blow that off, I think if I was a big farmer and was baling every day, I would blow that thing off every single time I used it. And it's just amazing how that, it's not high pressure, it's just a lot of volume of air, but it just blows all that leaves and everything, collects, around the limit switches and all that. And it just seemed like that baler runs a lot better if it's clean. So anyway, thanks for coming along with me tonight. It's kind of nice to feel like you have someone to talk to when you're out there trying to bale all night long. And, I worked at my regular job all day today and come home and just laid down for an hour or so after my day job, and then started doing this. And so I'm pretty thrashed, ready for a hot shower and hit the sack for a little bit, and then we'll do some hauling tomorrow. So if you haven't subscribed, please take a minute and do so, and thanks for watching.